All right. So welcome to this ABS Supernova webinar session. Once again, the topic to discuss today is no soda water dispense, only syrup. Before we deep dive into the webinar session, I would like to let you guys know how to communicate via the webinar. During the webinar, please type in all questions via the chat feature. If you look in the bottom, just where you have the flexibility to unmute and mute yourself, you have a little icon there that says chat, and you can type in all your questions as we go through the webinar. Questions will be reviewed at the end of the presentation. So once I'm done with presenting my webinar, I will review those questions at the end. So first thing is first, what do we want to do how do we go in here and solve a unit that has issues with no soda water dispense? So first thing what we want to do, we want to go into menu and we want to go into technician. And the passcode for technician is 9876. We want to go into unit setup. And when inside unit setup, we want to locate where it says water valve purging. Once we select water valve purging, it gives us this secondary option here of activating carbonated waters 1 and carbonated waters 2. By activating this, we are able to verify if the solenoid is activating and to actually verify that there's flow of product. If going through this process, we have validated there's no flow coming out of these solenoids, then we proceed with the following. If we revert to Coke Parts website, there's this wonderful tech talk that was created, I would say a month or so ago, actually in May, where it talks about ABS Supernova backroom troubleshooting. The reason I'm presenting this to you guys here, because I actually reviewed it, and there's wonderful information here that could be used down the road if you ever encounter an issue with no soda water dispensing. So one of the main things that we've seen when it comes to issues when there's no soda water being dispensed, what we want to do is you want to locate the carbonated relief valve check. And, this is all in the back room. You want to lift the relief valves on top of each carbonated tank to relieve the pressure and recheck if soda water dispenses at the ABS 2.0. If water sprays out when the relief valve is lifted, is an indicator that the car pump is not shutting off. And this carbonated relief valve check is being done by the multiplex in the back room. What are probable causes for this issue to occur in the back room? Well, your CO2 pressure is set too high. If the bulk CO2 regulator is defective, a regulator should be installed in line at the multiplex. Overpressure will cause the armature tips to overseat and lead the premature armature tips to fail. Those tips are located on the valve assembly itself on the ABS 2.0. And then this could also be caused by a faulty probe or faulty loose probe harness connection, including the ground terminal, or a defective liquid level control board. And these are all located, once again, in the multiplex. With the exceptions of the tips, those armature tips are located with the valve assembly on the ABS 2.0. Another thing that could be a leading contributor to this failure mode is overpressurizing caused by recirculation issues. You want to turn off the recirculating pump and recheck if soda water dispenses at the ABS 2.0. If the ABS 2.0 only operates with the recirc pumps off, check for the following: unobstructed cooling coil or delaminating tubing, dead-headed or cross recirc lines, obstructed strainers, frozen cooling coil, or proper U-bend fitting is installed at the ABS, or verify that the proper U-bend fitting is installed at the ABS 2.0 near the inlet fittings. If the previous steps that we went through doesn't resolve the issue, please call Marmalade Customer Service at 1-800-238-3600 for further troubleshooting support. Once again, visit our website for future opportunities for upcoming training sessions at www.mfttechtraining.com. And at this moment, I'll open it up for any questions. I'll check the chat to see if there's any questions being sent through the chat room. Does anyone have any questions? I have Daryl, John, and Michael. Do you guys have any questions?
No, sir.
Thank you. All right,
I'm good.
so thank you. Thank you for confirming. So once again, this recording will be available for down the road, so you could always access it back in our YouTube channel. Just locate Marvin Food Service Technologies through YouTube, and you'll be able to find a playlist that says webinars, and you'll find all the previous recorded sessions in that webinar playlist. Once again, everyone have a great rest of your day, and thanks for joining.
Thank you. Have a good day.